Cyberbullying occurs when a minor or minors threatens, humiliates, or harasses another minor by means of using the internet or other electronic devices. It is not to be confused with cyberstalking, which usually involves an adult. There are two types of cyberbullying: direct cyberbullying and cyberbullying proxy. Direct cyberbullying is when the person who is bullying the other directly sends a message to that person. Cyberbullying proxy is when multiple students are harassing the victim. Now here is multimedia editor Joy Godaris with psychology teacher Ms. Fahkory.
Thanks, Cherish. And now here we are with Ms. Fahkory, the psychology and sociology teacher here at Renaissance. So we're doing a piece on cyberbullying,
okay.
And I'm sure you have some opinions on cyberbullying.
Sure.
Why do you think people cyberbully?
One of the reasons I think people cyberbully is that it gives them cover. They can say whatever they want to say or have a desire to say, and it's kind of impersonal because you're behind a computer keyboard and it's in cyberspace and it's not one-on-one. So you can say whatever you want to say about a particular person and do it with abandon. Like there's not going to be any real confrontation or conflict.
So do you think the fact that it's on the internet, do you think that hurts the victims more so than if it were in person, or?
I think it hurts the victims just the same because it goes around. I mean, there may not be a physical, altercation or whatever because of it, but I mean, it makes a person feel bad to know that someone is being negative or judging you for a particular reason. So I think it's just as bad as if it was Facebook.
What do you think of these psychological effects of cyberbullying on the victims?
Well, we've seen, unfortunately, that there's been seems like a rash of students who have felt driven to commit suicide because they felt that shamed or that they can't face going back to school and everyone knowing whatever may have happened or people believing gossip or a lie. And that they just can't face it. So I think the emotional and psychological ramifications are very strong. They're strong because some students are driven to commit suicide. It's a temporary problem, but they don't have access to maybe an adult or an authority figure who they can talk to let them know that this too will pass and to how to effectively deal with it. So for the victim, it can have, deadly consequences. And I think that should be a warning to students who participate in talking about bullying other kids using various social networking, media.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Ms. Fahkory,
You're
for
welcome,
doing
Joey.
this interview.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you, Cherish.
Cyberbullying is a common issue among the teenage population. According to a Cox Communications survey in 2009, asking teens aged 13 to 18, 15% say that they have been cyberbullied by someone online, 10% say that they have been cyberbullied by somebody by means of cell phone, 7% say that they have cyberbullied somebody by means of online, and 5% say that they have cyberbullied someone by cell phone. Now we have Brian with a special interview.
Thanks, Cherish. I'm here with Renaissance sophomore Lexus Clark, and today we'll be discussing cyberbullying. First and foremost, Lexus, what do you believe is cyberbullying?
I believe cyberbullying is when you have pretty much a violent choice of words towards someone in order to hurt someone's feelings. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, have you ever been a victim yourself of cyberbullying?
Yes, I have.
How did you respond to it?
In some cases, I try to defend myself, but in order to be the bigger person, I leave it alone. I try to ignore it.
But what do you think you were cyberbullied in the first place for?
False speculations, false accusations, just everything. Pretty much rumors that's been speculating around Renaissance. Pretty much false stuff, because the stuff that I'm being accused or cyberbullied of, it's not even true.
Some people might say that cyberbullying is a myth, that actually you can just turn off the computer and it will go away. What would you say to those people who say that?
No, I think that's false, because cyberbullying can occur even when you're not responding. In my case, people talk even when you're not saying anything to them. So it can be someone saying something about you and somebody else joining in. You don't necessarily have to speak to someone or respond to. You don't necessarily have to speak.
Well, others might question that it's a double-edged sword, you know, that maybe you prompted the cyberbullying. So do you think you've ever caused the cyberbullying yourself onto other people?
No, I don't believe I have. Most of my cyberbullying cases occur pretty much out the blue. So I can be minding my own business and it just occurs.
What would you say to people who are maybe instigators in the cyberbullying?
I feel instigating, technically, you're cyberbullying too, because when you're laughing at what someone says about someone else, I feel that you're just as wrong as the people who are saying stuff.
Well, would you say that your self-esteem has been hurt, or you've been personally hurt by this? Like, you might seem exteriorly wise that you are not hurt, but...
Well, my self-esteem hasn't been hit in any type of way, but I do feel personally attacked. I don't try to let it show, but some of the stuff that people say does hurt. But they say don't let people know that you're getting affected by what they're saying, but sometimes it can be hard to hold in, but I think I'm doing a good job at it.
Very much indeed. Well, thank you, Lexus, for participating in this Phoenix Rising video.
You're welcome.
And back to you, Cherish.
Thanks, Brian. Now, children have committed both suicides and homicides as a result of cyberbullying. It needs to be stopped.
Thank you for watching this special presentation on Phoenix Rising. When I came up with the concept for this video, I really wanted to shed light on this very sensitive issue at Renaissance right now. And I really hope that this video has brought a fuller perspective to the issue of cyberbullying. I would like to commend Cherish and Brian for their tremendous work, as well as Joey for interviewing Mrs. Fahkory, who I also like to thank for her participation, as well as sophomore Lexus Clark for her participation. Again, thank you for watching, and don't be a cyberbully.